Good evening, everyone. This evening I would like to speak about how the five-star hotel running their operations and how general managers manage the team. I think the way that five-star hotel running their operations is very efficiency and very fast. General manager or the head of each department take actions very fast when there is a problem happen to the property, when there is the problem happen to happen to the customer, so they will take actions very fast. So when it necessary, they will have a meeting or do something, having a brainstorm, and how are they going to solve the problem, or particularly they are able to work, to prepare themselves for the further situations to come. For example, they will prepare themselves during the low seasons, to make sure that they got everything that the customer who is coming on high season they are looking for. They will prepare everything that to make sure that when the customer coming, with a lot of money, because the customer coming during the high season, they have a lot of they come with a lot of money. So they will spend a lot on food and beverage and spa and so on. So I like the style of general manager running their operations or manage the team. For example, even the single problem, for example, the size, the name of the company in front, in front the entrance, I mean the name of the hotel in front of the entrance, in front to the hotel. Sometimes you will never ever see, the you will never ever see that the name of the hotel is look ugly, or is very dirty. No, you won't see something like that. But if there is something like that happen, if there is something like that happen, for example, if even one single bound lie doesn't work, general manager or even the head of department will take actions right away, or the concerned department is able to report to the other department, or you know to the general manager, so they can speak to he can speak to the concerned department. And also, one of the good thing is, if I am the general manager, when I'm talking about this, I thought myself to be like manager indeed, because I think I understand how it works, but maybe it might be different a lot from you, because from what I learned from my experience, that what I have been through working for the hotel is pretty hard for me, and I think it's pretty stressful. And also, I think I work under a lot of pressure, maybe too much. So I know how it works. So the way that I learn how general managers working, it might different from you. For me, I am the general manager, that I have absolute power. If you look at some hotel general manager, he has absolute power. Nobody is able to complain him, but only him is able to complain to the other people, to the other department, to whoever the working for him, and he is able to give an order, and whatever he say is very holy. Whatever he say is very important, so people must get that thing done. And the point is, some people might understand that general manager with absolute power, he abuse he have power abusive. No, I think this is people misunderstanding. If people believe that general manager has his power abusive, I think that is the wrong idea. Because if you don't give an order, if you wait for someone, if you wait for someone, even the management style in the system inside the department, or how the five-star hotel running operations is very good. But sometimes some problem, even the head of department, they don't pay attention. So that's why you, as general manager, you need to be able to have absolute power to order, to follow up, to keep, to put more pressure on the other people, to make sure you will get the thing done. And I believe that what the general manager do it for the good sake of the hotel, because he want to see the hotel maintained in a good conditions. The hotel looks beautiful, and the hotel, the design, the decorations is look impressive when when the tourists coming to the hotel. And also the qualities of the quality of food and service is excellent. And so that's why you see general manager going a lot to the restaurant, or get involved in in with the other department to make sure that the hotel will have the good product. And the general manager is able to push. If somebody cannot get the job done for long periods of time, he will put more and more and more until that person cannot take any more pressure, and he will resign. So it sounds terrible, right? It sounds terrible, but for God's sakes, we are working. General manager is the highest position in the five-star hotel, and he has responsibility. If you will be realizes about that, or if you will open your eyes about that, it doesn't different from the director of food and beverage, or director of engineer, or director of human resource, but they have specific responsibility, but different from general manager. He need to take responsibility from from the bottom line, from the bottom line, from from rank and file staff to the revenue of the company. Eh, um, so oh, I believe that whatever he do, for example, I told you that I understand this system. If I cannot get anybody work for me, I'm sorry. I need to say goodbye. I need to say goodbye. So I would like to use this system, to apply this system, to apply this system for the government office, for the governor, how the governor office work, or for variety of government office in the islands work. Because otherwise, if there is no one, if there is no one care, hey, uh, if there is no one care, the government office will move their ass very slowly, and sometimes they will not be able to solve the problem, and they will not be able to deliver the good quality products, the good quality service to the citizens. And or if there is somebody lazy, so nobody pay attention on, there is no penalties happen. Because why? Because sometimes both the bosses and also the staff and also the assistant to the boss, they behave in the same way, like people say, this is come to work, having lunch, and go home. So they don't have the time frame when the thing is going to get done. And if there is some people cannot do their job, they just they did the boss in the government office didn't say anything, didn't even put pressure. He just, I don't know what he do. He might complain a little bit, but if we apply how the five-star, the system that five-star hotel working to the government office work, so we will see, all of the problem in the island, will be solved very quick, because general manager, or actually, what I think is, every government office need to be the positions. So let's say general manager, and general manager will monitor everything, and he will take responsibility for everything. But what different is general manager who working for a hotel, he has responsibility, direct pressure from the owner. But who is going to put pressure on the government? Who is going to put pressures on the people who manage the public health organizations in the island? I mean, the public health that belong to the government. Who is going to push this, to push any government office to work and to get the job done, and to deliver the good results to the populations or citizens. And so This is one of problem that I think we cannot apply how the five-star hotel working, apply the style of working to the government office, because no the you know um, the structures of working, the structure of commands for in the government office is like the ladder, the ladder. So it will go up and up and up and up and up and up, and then the person who is bigger than you, for example, you are the governor, the person who big than you, he is in Bangkok. He's in Bangkok. If there is no any urgent emergency case, he I believe that he will not come down, or he will not even take a look back to the island. No, he will leave everything with you, with the governors, So, he didn't, the boss of the governor didn't really know what the fuck happened, and what need to get done, what need to be solved, what need to improve, and whatever I say that it need to get done quick. And if you cannot do it, okay, bye bye. You don't have there is no space for you to work in this office anymore. I think we should apply this system. We are able to put a lot of pressures on people. I understand if people has no capability, but if he willing to learn, he will improve his performance. But most of the problem is people lack of willing to do their job. People doesn't have intentions to do their job. People doesn't pay attention to the quality of the job that they are doing on. So I would like to asking for the government keep more power, I mean absolute power, to the person who is really care about the country, who is really care about the local, about the province, about the people also, and give him absolute power, and let him work in the same style with five-star hotel working. Let him work in the same style with general manager work. So you will not see, even for example, if you go to some road, some road at night, the road is pretty big. Holy shit, the infrastructure is very good. It is a like of shortcut. It's able to bring you from point A to point B more quicker than the other way, than the other routes. But something terrible and unbelievable is there is no light. So it's pretty dark, and it's dangerous. This is one of the example. This thing will not ever never happen with five-star hotel. Some five-star hotel, they have a very big area, and they need to driving bucky around, and because they need to delivery the customer inside the hotel, from restaurant to restaurant, from this room to this room, from this facility to the other facility. So we need to make sure that the lights, is the visions is good enough for the driver, and the visions and on the road and on the side road is good enough for the customer to see the beauty of the hotel. But let's go back to the road, the high quality road, very big road, but had no light at all. So people driving very carefully. They have to very carefully driving their car at night. So that situation will never ever happen in five-star hotel. When I am talking about in five-star hotel, I thought about I am general manager. You may give a shit about me, that's fine. But this is how I think. This is how this is. I told you that this is how I have been through. In the past years, I have been through a lot of tough situation, a lot of pressure, very stressful. So what I learned is only one thing I learned is If you want to get the job done, you need to put pressure on people, and you need to follow up, and you need to keep asking. And if they cannot do it, you need to, you need to find solutions for them. You need to keep a hand, or you need to get the other department which is get involved, which is concerns to this problem, and let them working together. But finally, at the end, if they can't work, if they can't solve the problem, so I will find someone else. That's all. This is all. So let's come back to the dark road. So if the person who in charge the government office, whatever kind of government office, if they don't have hospitality in their mind, if they don't know how to serve population who pay their salary, if they, if they don't know, if they don't smart enough to do their job, they are able to asking for help from the central government, or from their friend, from the same office but from the other problem. They are able to asking for suggestions, or maybe they involve the local people to brainstorm that, to brainstorm that how the local people and the local community want the things to get done, how what they want to see. So government get the good people, get the good people. I wish this is very difficult thing, very difficult thing. On your birthday, you wish something. I don't know if it will come true. On the holy day, whatever day, or special occasions that you are able to make a wish. You are able to make a wish for yourself, for family, to be successful, to be healthy, to be happy. To every day that is a good day, but it's difficult. It's difficult to make a wish. I would like to make a wish in front of you right now. I wish that for the future, not so long from now, there will be a person, particularly the person who in charge at the government office, however big or small, in any provinces, in any in any area, in any community around the country. The person who in charge, please, I wish the government will get the good people who is willing to give service, to improve, to develop, to take action, and sometimes to make the tough decision. I wish we will get a lot of people, this kind of people who is working like general manager in five-star hotel, coming to work for our country. Thank you very much for watching.